never read a book on how to go and get a job, how to be average, how to be overweight. I never read a book on any of these things. How did I learn them? From my environment. I actually caught it like that COVID thing, right? But instead, I've caught Grovid. I've got this thing called Grovid. I caught it from my environment. Okay, so I changed my environment. That's how we learned it. We learned it by what we hear, see, smell, taste, and touch. That's one aspect. What we see is what we're going to be. What we tune into, we turn into. What's entertaining us is training us. Every day, you have to be intentional with what you are putting inside the subconscious mind. Here, I'm drinking a pint of water. Okay, only water can come out of this glass. I can't pour coffee out of it. I can't pour wine out of it. Why? There's no wine or coffee inside there. So if you are constantly pouring prosperity into your subconscious mind, guess what's going to come out of it? Now, what takes time is the reflushing and the unlearning, and you have to overdo it. You have to overdo it. Like I took the dog for a walk this morning, 45 minutes, and I'm listening to YouTube Can Be Prosperous. I'm always doing it. I'm listening to audios. I'm studying. I'm studying books. I'm constantly doing it, but that's only one aspect of it. Here's the biggest thing, bro. It's finding someone who has the results that you want and saying, give me 2 to 3 non-negotiables that I have to do every day in order to achieve this goal. And then by you actually just doing those actions, you are sending a signal to your subconscious mind. Oh, this is the path that you're on. This is who you now are. This is what. So you're gonna start to you're gonna change your paradigm, because your paradigm is just a multitude of habits. And a habit is something we do without any conscious thought. Like you just said, people win habitually, people lose habitually, right? So, but I love the quote that Bob Proctor always said. He said, "You only have to until you want to, and then you don't have to anymore because now you want to do it." So in the beginning, it's a have to. I have to do. I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do. But then when you want to do it, you don't have to do anything. It's just you want to do it. In fact, you actually feel worse for not doing it. So for me, winning now is like a habit. It's default. I don't feel comfortable not winning. It's just who I am. Like if I have actually linked in my mind that when I'm comfortable, I'm going backwards. And when I'm uncomfortable, I'm going forwards. I've actually linked it in my mind. So when I'm uncomfortable, it actually gives me that excited rush. Sorry, when I'm comfortable, it gives me that anxious. So I'm constantly seeking uncomfortable new growth opportunities, which means I'm constantly expanding my awareness and attracting more prosperity. So those are, I mean, we could do a whole podcast just on that subject, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%. Dude, so okay, so for the people listening, okay, they're like, okay, so I get it. I gotta listen to positive affirmations every day. I gotta listen to the things I want to flood into my mind and then do nothing else after. Surely that's not the case, right? So talk to us about like how do you marry up that with your work ethic? Like what's your discipline like? What's your work ethic like? What's your attitude when it comes to work, business, social life? Because you're killing it. You guys don't have a baby yet, nearly, right? Probably by the time this show's aired, the baby will
Yeah,
be out. But what I'm saying is like you
literally, yeah.
guys, you guys could just travel and party
Mm-hmm.
and do all kinds of things that people
Mm-hmm.
our age want to do, but you don't. So
Mm-hmm.
what's your mindset? What's your attitude when it comes to your work life and keeping that balance and discipline and all that?
Yeah, so like we was talking about before we jumped on, bro. Because I am just about to become a dad, I know that my content's going to change. I'm going to change. My life's going to change, and I'm very, very conscious now that everything I do is affecting my environment. There's no shortcuts. Okay, so because you can't lie about energy. Energy is just energy, right? So I'm really focused on self mastery at the moment. So like I'm waking up at 4 a.m. I'm doing my study, I'm doing my meditation, I'm doing my gratitude, I'm getting straight into work. I'm posting content, I'm building my business, I'm reaching out to people, and I'm having a breakfast, taking my dog for the walk, then getting back, and I'm smashing the to-do list. But I've got goals, bro. I did a call with the group on Sunday, and I talked about here's how you fail in 2023. And I gave him a big list of things that if you do these things, you will guarantee to fail. And the first one was do not set a goal. Do not set a specific goal for how you want to look. Do not set a specific goal for how much money you want to earn per month. Do not set any specific goal for where you want to live, how you want to live. Because when you don't set a goal, you'll be just distracted. You'll pick up the phone when it rings. You'll say yes to this party, whatever it is. But bro, you need to have a goal, man. I got a goal that I'm working towards. And it's yeah. So bro, like it's leading by example. But I used to be lazy. I'll be honest. I actually built that because as an employee, you get paid for time, not production. Well, at least in my job anyway. So I built up a habit of just being lazy and just why the hell would I sweat and do all this crazy work and just gets paid the same. It just makes sense. So I built up a lazy paradigm. So when I got into entrepreneurship, I had to change that. Yeah.
So what's the new paradigm, or what is the paradigm?
It's just understanding the last six.
You did a huge list on how to fail in 2023. Give us what's the paradigm you need to succeed in 2023?
Yeah, well, the reason why I talked about how to fail is because if you just do the complete opposite to that big to do list, you'll win. Eat whatever you want. I got loads. Eat whatever you want. Listen to anyone for advice. Make sure you put the news on every morning. Have zero morning routine. When an opportunity comes into your life, Google all the negatives. Right. Go to overweight people for health and fitness advice. Go to broke people for business advice. So just there's like. If you do the complete opposite to what not to do, you can learn probably, because the biggest problem, bro, for most people is they don't even know where they are. They don't know where they are. They don't know where they are. They don't know right now that they're hanging around people that are literally hurting their child's future. I just think I'm just wired that way. Why would you can't afford to be frustrated. You can't afford to hang around this lazy person. You can't I love people. I hate their habits. I hate I love people, bro, but it's their habits. I've got a big problem with you. I can't associate with certain habits. If you are complacent around me one or two times, I'm gonna let you know about it. And if you don't want to be around me, I think that's a good thing.
Thank you so much for listening. And if you got value from this episode, it goes such a long way. If you can just take 20 seconds of your time, leave me a 5-star rating and written review, then screenshot this episode and share it to your story. And make sure you tag me for that shout out. And until next time, guys, go out there and dream out loud.